Okay lang. Oo,
Okay, let's start. Po. Thank you so much. This is Jomar Hilario with Tina and Nipa. Today, we're going to discover lots of things if you ask questions, but if you we're going to find out from Tina how to get clients from Facebook groups. Is that okay with you? Would you, if you like to learn that, please say, I would love chat's room. Can you Jan? I would love to learn how to do that. Naman pala. Okay. Nakakarinig ba sa akin? Meron na ba? Oh.
I can hear you.
Hi, Amy. Okay. Hi, Aloysa. So, are we going to speak in English? Tina?
We can. I'll switch,
today?
yeah. I have to.
Okay. We're ever speaking in English.
Yes,
okay,
Jomar, please. Yeah. Even if I don't want to. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
But since that is English, I will try to use very different accent so you will appreciate that English is not perfect. English is about who is talking. If that person is from Croatia, you get an English Croatian accent. Okay? There's no such thing as perfect English, perfect accent. Because if you're looking for perfect English call center, that is just American English. That is not perfect English accent. We're talking accent, huh? But if it's, British English, that is proper. That will be proper English if you use the British accent. But if you're in London, it's a different kind of English. If you're in Welsh, your Welsh is different English. So you eat your words sometimes. If you're Scottish, that's even better. That's worse and better at the same time. It's totally, we don't know what we're talking about. I'm just playing around with accents. This is Jomar Hilario with Tina Lanipa, who's been all over the world. And Dayanya, that means I wish I was in your shoes. Hey, Tina, you can start talking. Tina and I, we were talking about China, right? Because
yes.
there are people out there in China who would love to learn the stuff, and they're Filipinos. Or maybe not. They're just working on the boats. What do you think? Tell me more about these people. Tina, please. These people in China.
Sorry, Jomar. Ayun. Hello, folks. Hello, community. I was talking to Jomar about China because I have friends, former colleagues here in the Philippines who are, I think, based. They were relocated in the China offices, so they heard about the IG. I'm talking about something the Instagram class of Jomar, but they're having problems with the connection. So I posted dun sa community natin. And somebody, Marvin and Melvin responded naman. So yun. Nahihiyang I'm sorry. No, they told me, yeah, I know. They told me to email they told me to tell my friends, to PM them. Or I told them to go straight to Jomar because Jomar hopefully can fix the things. So they're trying to access the course actually. They already enrolled if I'm not mistaken. So yes.
But they can't open the course from China. They need a VPN.
Yes, I know. And I told them to check with both Marvin and Melvin. M&M. They're both in Shanghai. Yeah, I was talking to Marvin actually, but it's best if they send you a PM, Jomar, or send Marvin a PM. Okay, si Melvin. Kasi it's Instagram eh. Marvin. M&M nga tawag ko eh. M&M guys.
It's way better if they just talk to the guys who are already in Singapore. Singapore, in China.
Right?
Yeah. So
yes,
they can. So as long as you have like a VPN in China, you can just access any website, right? A virtual private network. So I would like to welcome all those kinds of problems because that's great. I don't know that those problems exist, and if you tell me about it, I can figure out a solution. One of the solutions, can anybody hear us? One of the solutions would be to actually create a Chinese website, which I can actually do. I was going to do that the other day, but I just forgot to continue it. So I am going to upload the lessons in a Chinese approved website like Youku, so you can actually watch them. In fact, we're going to upload the webinars in Youku because that's a Chinese website. So instead of going to YouTube, you can just go to Youku. If China approves of the content of the webinars, then that's amazing. Okay.
Thanks, Jomar.
So you can also give me ideas. I don't know kasi what other websites can I use? Like if there is a Youku for YouTube, what else do you have in China? For those in China or who knows somebody who's in China, what are websites that I can put stuff in? Like, is there a slide share for China? I don't know. Maybe I can put my slides there. No? So aside from that, like, would you like me to put my what's that? My PDFs, for example, or a group, a Facebook group. Facebook is banned in China, right? So what would be a Chinese group? WeChat? WeChat, yeah? Would you like me to create a WeChat group for Filipinos in China? I'm pretty sure meron ng ganon. There's probably a WeChat group for Filipinos, right? So I can just create that. OFWs, no? A WeChat group for Chinese OFWs. Probably illegal. Because as far as I know, China hates that. They have like China issues messaging groups for WeChat. They have rules, right? I don't know what the rules are, but I'm reading the rules. So China wants to read everything kasi. So maybe we can create a WeChat group so you can actually access it and still follow the Chinese. What is that? Ano yan? Chinese rules on whatever they want us to say in the group, right? Like, we love Mao and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what is illegal. Would China be happy that you are talking about virtual careers? I don't know. Anyway, so thank you. So, yeah, okay, so let's talk about who these people are. That'll be me. So let me just give you a short introduction to myself so we can proceed with the lesson of Tina Lanipa, how to discover clients from Facebook groups. Hey guys, if you're listening to this, thank you and welcome to this webinar. We got another webinar tonight at 9 p.m. and tomorrow again at 9 p.m. So I do hope you tune into all those free webinars we're giving. Why are we doing this? We just love to give value because that's what they said. You should give value. And so that's what we're doing. So let me just show you a picture of my family, my kids, before I introduce myself, because that's what we're at. Why? My name is Jomar Hilario, and I have 3 homeschooled kids. Let me show you the pictures. Wait. So these are my homeschooled kids, and the reason why we are starting with them is we want to live a portable lifestyle. Everybody type that in, please. Portable lifestyle. What is a portable lifestyle? So you are in Europe. You're alone. You're in Alaska. You're alone. Is that fun? Okay, let's change it up a bit. Portable lifestyle. You're in the Thames, somewhere near, I don't know, somewhere in the provinces by the Thames. Thames is a river in London. You are not alone. You are with your husband, your wife, and you have your kid with you. How does that work? Oh, you don't send them to school. You homeschool them. So the reason why we homeschool is because we are living a portable lifestyle. Let's say you're not there, you're not anywhere I said, you're just in the Philippines, in Manila, trying to suffer through the traffic. You want to live in Puerto Princesa, Palawan, one of the 8 wonders of the world, nearby. How do you do that? You transport your entire family there, okay? And you homeschool your kids. So that's what we're doing. We're homeschooling our 3 kids. There are 4 kids, but you're homeschooling 3 of them because one is a baby. And that enables us to go to a portable lifestyle. Now, just since you're just a few here, we just want to tell you a good secret. You want to know a secret? Does anybody want to know a secret? So the secret is, I'll wait for you to say yes, then I'll tell you the secret. If I don't get enough yeses, I won't tell the secret. Let me move on. So this portable lifestyle is a lifestyle that relies primarily on the internet, where you can earn your dollars weekly, daily. This figure is just an amount that shows you my PayPal balance. It's not impressive because you have no idea if that's one transaction or a per minute transaction, because it's really totally up to you how much you will earn from this one. No, so that's a PayPal balance. If you're interested in earning that daily, per hour, weekly, it's totally up to you, because that's the potential. Clients are not local. They're all over the world. You don't have to be anywhere that you don't want to be. That's why it's a portable lifestyle. All right? So my name is Jomar Hilario. I teach people how to do this portable lifestyle, and I primarily rely on internet to show you how it's done. People I've helped in the past, since I've been doing this for like 9 years. I've been teaching this stuff for 9 years. I've been doing this stuff for 14 years. When I say stuff, I mean internet marketing. And the people here in the slides are some of the rather famous names today in the Philippines when it comes to internet marketing. They are all my students. Okay? Oh, you can't see my slides. That's good. I'm going to redo my slides. Sorry. So I showed my slides. Can you see the picture? Can you see the picture of my slides now? Okay, you see Nolan. So let me revert back to this one. These are pictures of my kids. Can you see my kids? I have a blurred picture of my kids. It's on purpose. So these are the 3 kids then moving on, there's a $400 USD PayPal account, picture of me in a seminar which I taught. This is called content marketing. And these are some of the people I've helped. John Mack, helped him when he was like 18 years old. He is now an author. Rich Real Radical. Vince Gulanco, one of the co-founders of When in Manila, one of the biggest lifestyle blogs in the Philippines. Shana Sino, who teaches people how to create books, also pretty famous. Brian, who's actually an entrepreneur. He runs a environmental consulting firm. Very, very young, 20-something entrepreneurs helped him a long time ago, but 9 years ago, for his many business. So there's a lot more people I've helped spreading. And this new picture with Nolan in front are this new batch of people I've taught in earning online as a virtual professional or a virtual assistant. Okay, so these are some people I have helped, and to increase it, I've actually created a book called Virtual Careers. This is the workbook version. This is Date with Freedom, and where I did book launches all over the Philippines. On virtual careers. So instead of asking people to go to my really expensive seminars, I created a book that's pretty cheap, so you can actually learn what. Hi, Alexa. The baby's here, but you can't hear her because she's cute. Hello, sabi hello, sabi mo hello. Nakasan mo yung boses mo. Hello. Sorry, she can't hear. She's very shy. Ayan. Wow, that's Daddy. Daddy? Yun. That's Daddy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The baby. The baby is invisible. She does not have any social media presence. That's why I did not show you the video. Okay. So I've been fortunate and what's this? To be speakers in big events like the TGFI Financial Literacy Summit, about 3,000 people, and a ton of other events like the World Summit and Platinum World Circle of Brother Bo. I'll be speaking in Thailand this October for Brother Bo's super conference, Escape to Thailand. So that's a first. It's gonna be the first international speaking gig this October, a few weeks from now. Okay, so let's. I actually run one of the most engaged and high quality virtual assistant or work from home groups in the Philippines. And if you're looking for video, there's no video. I'm just showing my face. So I'm gonna shift the conversation from me into Latina, more about Tina Lanipa.
Yes.
And the reason why we invited Tina is because she's very outspoken when it comes to the benefits of her attending Date with Freedom event. Now, before you say what is that, let me just show you the picture of that event as taken from Brother Bo Sanchez, cell phone. So this is Brother Bo's Instagram, and this is the event we're talking about. It says in social media, please date. Wait, this moment. She got a ton of benefit from the Date with Freedom event. She's 10 years as a seafarer. She has 3 online clients. 2 years ago, Date with Freedom 2015, this same event. And she's from Parañaque, and now she's there. And I think your sisters also attended my event, right, Tina?
Oo, Jomar. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, please put your hands together and welcome Tina Lanipa and ask her all sorts of questions.
Start ka lang.
I'm going to answer the question here from Cindy, asking, do you really put small pictures for Sha, Casey, and Lauren? Yes, I really put small pictures for them because there's a lot. Okay, here we go. It's Tina teaching you something. I hope so. I hope you learn, guys.
I hope I can inspire even one person the way people inspired me way back when I was still listening on the webinar. I'll talk in English again, guys. It's I think it's office time in London now. Yes, I know. I'd like to say again hi to the headquarters in London. There, some are trying to get to the office, some are in the office before starting work, listening to me, and I appreciate you guys. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the Philippines, and like I told my mentor, Jomar Hilario, I'm just at home, nakahiga. Kahiga lang ako, so not bad for my lifestyle now. So, today's topic, I was asked to discuss or go further from the first topic that I had because everybody was surprised. For somebody who doesn't have Upwork and LinkedIn, how do I get my clients? So, how to discover clients on Facebook groups. Interview by Jomar Hilario, and today is October 2. Background, Jomar already told you guys that I've been working for cruise ships for 10 years. And I changed the picture a little bit because people said, Alaska lang ba talaga paborito mo? It's my favorite contract because it's a bucket list. Not everybody gets to go there. Even the passengers, it's part of their bucket list. And on the right-hand side, Jomar.
What's so fabulous about Alaska?
Well, you get to see snow-capped mountains. I don't know. It's just me and the idea of Alaska.
Okay, go.
And I mean, based on experience, because even the clients on board ships, you would be surprised. They try to save for 2, 3 years just to get into a cruise ship that would take them to Alaska. So sabi ko, okay. So for me naman, ano lang, bucket list lang na, okay, I've been to Alaska, that's good, thankful and grateful. On the right-hand side, that's the picture of the angel on the fountain in New York Central Park. So every time I'm in New York, I always go to that place and just look at it because I only see it in movies. If you watch a lot of movies set in New York, that's where I normally stay in Central Park kasi it's close to the Apple store. So that's how I discovered Jomar actually. In 2012, I was really so frustrated with the contract and I started looking for alternatives and I stumbled into Jomar a different way by YouTube. And then sa Apple Store kasi in New York, mabilis ang internet. Nakikinig lang ako doon. I just bring my earplugs and then listen to all of the webinars. And I'll say it again, my very first webinar that I listened to was Miss Jones. And she did inspire me a lot to really look into working online. And for people who are listening now, Jomar Hilario is an online leader, a guru, and I'd rather say he develops and makes future online leaders of tomorrow. So yeah, there are a lot of his students who are really well entrenched into the online world, and I'm glad I'm part of the community. So yes, so I discovered Jomar that way in 2012. So fast forward, finally I executed and took action. There was a Christmas bundle or there was one promo that Jomar did and I took action, I paid for it. The nice thing about Jomar, ang daming freebies, sobrang generous. Jomar's very generous in giving out the freebies. So with Date with Freedom, I got to be with my sister. My sister is next to Miss Cherry Castillo, who's the wife of Jay Castillo. And that's our table in Date with Freedom. I was grabbing photos from way back 2015. So I found this. Sabi ko, I have a picture with Jomar pala. So the style in Date with Freedom is that Jay Castillo, who's, of course, everybody knows from foreclosurephilippines.com, Jomar would place the entrepreneurs in your table and virtual professionals in your table as well. So for this session, it was Rhea Apacible, if I'm not mistaken. She's the lady from Tacloban. She was also interviewed by Jomar about her Yolanda experience. That was also a very nice webinar that Jomar did for Rhea. And these are my group mates, table number 5. I don't know if they're still, I hope they're still in the group. So I forgot their names actually. I just remembered Rhea, who was the VP. So that's how Jomar would do the Date with Freedom. I'm not so sure what the setup for Date with Freedom this year, 2017, but during our time, this was such a game changer for us. All of us who were attendees of that summit. So this was the summit day. This was the first day first day, second day, I forgot because it was summit. This was the summit in itself. And the energy level was so high because I got, in my table alone, in table number 5 alone, it was Nolan Lazaro who seated there. And I was so in awe of Nolan because during that time, he was just fresh from his, because he's from Singapore, so I can relate to the idea that was an OFW and turned his back and became an virtual professional. And now he's transitioning into more better things. He sat on our table. Joy Collado was with him. Jay Castillo and Mrs. Cherry Castillo was there as well. Another guy, Maki Masila. I could name everybody who sat on table number 5 who inspired me, and sobra the energy was too much for me. And then I think the confidence really rubbed off. So that was Date with Freedom. So I encourage you guys to join the Date with Freedom Summit this coming October 14. So the aha moment during my time, this was one discussion during the pre-event, Jomar dropped a bomb. He told us, you don't have to go to Upwork. It's too crowded. You need to harness Facebook groups. Then I go, huh? And then it was like, how do you do that, Jomar? It was really a question even during the break time of the pre-event. I really asked Jomar, how do you do it? How can I find clients in Facebook groups? So, ayun yun. Until now, people still ask me how. Paano ba? Is that for real? Do you really get clients there? So my answer is yes. Until now, I still don't have an Upwork. And let's do this by tips. Tip number 1, know your interests. Because when I asked Jomar how to do it, that's what Jomar told me. Off the bat, he told me, what's your interest? And then identify what makes you join a group. So I went home. I asked myself, ano nga, what's my interest? And what will make me join a group? So I had to identify it. So people who know me, of course, and based on my last webinar, these are my interests. I love following fashion trends. What's going to be for the fall season, spring, summer. I love following cosmetic groups. Anything you name it. Beauty and hair, that's me. And I'm so interested in lookbooks, especially on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, there are a lot of those fashion bloggers who would put their lookbooks. Like below, you can see a lookbook for how to wear a white pair of jeans. So those were I have a lot of interest, but this is the top top 4 that I have for you. So how do I do it? So identify. That's what Jomar said. Identify what your interests are. So you have to ask yourself, what will make you join a group? So like me, I would not join a car group kasi I'm not into cars. Parang it's the least of my of my interest. So of course, I won't join there. And then the whole idea before you go into groups, that's what Jomar said during this pre-event of Date with Freedom. You will engage, you will connect, and you will interact. So, okay, so the tip is to join, to identify, and this is what will you do, 3 things that you will do. Engage, connect, interact. I wrote that down in my notebook. So I joined a group, many groups actually. So second tip, so you engage, you connect, and you interact. When you do that, the second tip is very valuable. And that's from Jomar. I'm just quoting Jomar from my notes. These are my notes from 2015. I still have it. So Jomar said, you have to serve and give value to that Facebook group. And this struck me a lot kasi when Jomar said, you just don't go into a Facebook group. You don't go in there and announcing, hey, I'm looking for a job. No. You'll be banned automatically. So you don't do that. You join, you serve, you give value to whatever group you have your interest in. So for example, me, I'll show you. So this is one of my groups. It's a close group, of course. And if you notice, it's Fashion Translated Style Squad. So I just screenshot kasi this is a long conversation. So for this group, just to give you a background, it's all about your OOTD for the day that they post in this Facebook group. And me, since I love fashion, so I always interact asking, hey, what's the blazer? What's the brand? And then I always comment, and then I always join the discussions. And I'm very active because I love the group. It's my interest. I like fashion. I like looking at other people's OOTD and comment and tweak and help in their styling needs. And I joined the group not asking for a job. It's because it's my interest and I'd like to serve and give value. The job part would just come later on, sometimes by accident, if you're really active in your group. So this is a perfect example of one of my groups. There's a lot of my groups, so this is just what I'll show you. And then how to look. that's always the question I get. Tina, how do you look for clients in Facebook groups? How do you do it? And it's so simple. Like I always, especially my friends who did Date with Freedom back in 2015, I think it's in the recording because it's always recorded. Date with all courses of Jomar Hilario is recorded, so you can always listen and play the recordings at any time. So ayun, how to look. And this is what Jomar told us. This was in the pre-event. Jomar told us, okay, you see the search bar, guys. I hope you see it. Say yes if you see it. So you see Facebook and there's a search bar. And then you type your interest. So ang interest ko po ay fashion style. That's the sample that I did here. So ayan po. So once you enter the search bar, ayun, thanks sa pag-yes. When you enter fashion style in the search bar, this is what would appear. Okay? And this is what Jomar told us during the pre-event of Date with Freedom. You see, I highlighted groups. You press that groups, and everything would come out regarding the search that you did. So I filter the results from time to time. So if you notice the third square that shows filter results, in this example, I just place any group. So as you notice, groups would pop up. So it's up to you what group you want to join. So for me, I join a Fashion Translated Style Squad because she's one of those up and coming YouTubers. So because I watch a lot of YouTube about fashion and style, so this is her fashion Facebook group. So that's me. That's one of my little tip secrets. When I search. So anyways, I joined this group because it's part of a YouTube channel that's our Facebook group. So yan. So I hope it's clear because when Jomar taught this during the pre-event of Date with Freedom back in 2015, this was also the example that he gave. He even showed us after the pre-event how to do it. Because I was so amazed that until now, I'm still amazed and so surprised. I was talking to Cindy last night. Sabi ko nga, very hitik na hitik, Tagalog na Tagalog. I'm so sorry, I'll translate it to English. It's a gold mine for clients if you go into Facebook groups because you'll never know who's there. The person that you can be chatting to or engaging, connecting, interacting is a possible client that you can have. So there you go. So that's how you search, okay? So possible groups. So first tip is tools and app. So when you go into the search bar, you just put in Thrive Teams, tapos search mo ulit, and then everything will come out. So you just choose which group you want to, and it's the same, Canva. Those are the two examples that I have. Because you can go into groups like for Asana or Trello. It's up to you what you want. So this is just an example for me. Although I'm part of a Thrive Teams group, 3 of them actually. And then social media skills. I go into many Facebook groups regarding social media skills. So Facebook ads, I just place it on the search bar, or Facebook Messenger bots. And then I also search and then join. Actually, the Facebook Messenger bots, for anybody who's listening now, it's such a gold mine. So when Jomar discussed this during one of the courses that he had regarding chatbots, I was like, something new. Because I think there was what Jomar said, it would be the future gold rush chatbots. And it would be, because sa groups that I'm part of, I'm so impressed how they're looking for people who knows how to set up the chatbots for the restaurant. So majority are restaurant owners. So that's just a tip, insider's tip. And possible groups that has a lot of clients. And this, I always search women entrepreneur. Always. It can be women entrepreneurs in food or lifestyle coaches, financial literacy advocates, of course, fashion, women entrepreneurs, style, beauty and cosmetics, of course, that's me. But just by searching entrepreneur or women or men entrepreneur, I don't know what you want, on the search bar of that Facebook account of yours, a lot of groups that is a gold mine. Sobra, as in super. And then, of course, health and fitness, because I do yoga. Yeah, Bikram yoga for anybody interested, yes. So I also try to join health and fitness groups. Example is yoga because that's my interest. So I also search there. That's also a possible Facebook group. There are a lot. Actually, I all got this from Jomar during Date with Freedom. So I Date with Freedom is such a nice course. And then, yeah, here, I'll do it again. So I told you guys, search and then put Thrive Teams. And then I clicked on groups as well. And you notice there are three top results that popped out. So I'm a member of one, the green icon. I'm also a member of the second one. I have yet to join this one, the third one. So there are a lot beyond this. Siguro may mga 6 results pa yan, which you guys can join if you got the Thrive Teams course of Jomar. I mean, there was a promo that Jomar did for this. So yeah, it's a very, especially the first one, the green icon. I think Jomar will interview somebody who's who got a job from here. I edited already my slides because I don't want to preempt the interview of that person, up and coming interview. I hope he goes through. So that's how you search. You just put the app like Canva or Trello or Asana. It's up to you how you tweak it. But this is how Jomar teaches you. So I just listened to Jomar. And yes, I'll show you examples. I joined the community support, the green icon one. And this is how it looks like. I'm a member. And it's so surprising. We're just 1,000 members in there. But the amount of people looking or asking for help. And if you engage and interact with these people, they might or they can be a possible client for you. Especially if you got tribes from Jomar and you feel you're a ninja tribe like this person. This person was I'm looking for a Thrive Teams ninja to help us set our site. Please provide packages, rates, and some examples of the site you set up. Thanks. That's what the community member posted. And this one, I must say, I shared it with somebody. He's gonna be interviewed, I think, Jomar. I think because I hope he did. So I passed it on to him because I knew he was part of the tribes people that got from Jomar the course, and this would be a nice way to start his career. He's a newbie, eh. Yan. So I passed this on, and the rest of the story would follow kasi he would be interviewed. But that's the kind of clients you see in this community alone. Ha? So can you imagine the other communities that I join or the Facebook groups? There's a lot, like a lot. You just have to interact and connect and engage. So I think I'll end, Jomar, because you have more things exciting to tell us. And yeah, I'm just saying that it's your decisions and not the conditions that determine your destiny. So before I end and say good afternoon and thank everybody for their time. Salamat. Yes, yeah. I saw Isabel's comment. Sige. I'll end. I hope Jomar's there. Jomar, yeah, I'm ending, and execution is the key. Everybody who has been with Jomar or listens to Jomar and the webinars of all of the guests, it's only one thing. Everybody says execute. Execution is the key. So join everybody with Jomar and the team. Date with Freedom, it's on October 14. And sulit. It's a good deal. People would say it's expensive, but It's actually Jomar is very generous in giving out all of the lessons. You just have to be mentored and you have to listen to your mentor and be guided. Be humble enough to be guided by a mentor. Ayun lang yun. So yeah, thanks Isabel. Yeah, that's it. Is Jomar around? I'm done with my presentation. It's just very short. Hindi
No, I'm not here. So you should probably keep talking until I come back. I'm not here.
Yeah. Oh, you're not there. Okay. So yeah.
Talking and give us examples of what you actually said to these people. Yeah, you said something to these people, right?
Yeah.
So examples of how you actually talk to people, because I think one of the big deal for people is they say, I don't know how to talk to these strangers. They're strangers, blah 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 blah. So what do you actually say? Can you give us like examples of what you actually told them? So you can give everyone a first step on how do you behave like a human being, because that's the point. Amazing! See you later.
Okay, Jomar. I revised my slides kasi that's why I had a conversation with this guy in the actual thread, but I don't want to preempt. Jomar's going to interview somebody regarding the tribes and how he got the job. So how do I act like a person? Just be yourself, actually. I'll just go back to that slide.
No. People don't know how to be themselves. So just show them
wow.
how to become yourself.
Well, like this. What's your interest? Like, if I ask Rudy or Cindy what their interests are, and then they'll answer me back, or Esa would ask, because it has to be your interest. Like me, I'm so into fashion. I wish I didn't realize you guys wanted it that way. But anyways, this thread, like somebody posted an OOTD, then you just try to comment. Not try, I really comment. I commented, I love the blazer, Christine. What is the brand? And then I answer back that, oh, okay, which store did you buy? Because sometimes in America, because these people are majority from America, so I'll ask them if there's a Gap outlet there, or they bought it from somewhere else, or is it a Chanel, or you just interact. I'm not so sure how to explain it, but I'm just being myself as if I'm talking to friends, because it's all about clothes and fashion and style. So it's so easy to just interact. Like when I was talking to Cindy one time, I said I'll never join mom groups because I'm not a mom. So I don't know how to interact, but that's also a gold mine, guys. Just a tip. If you go into those mom groups, there's a lot of, especially in the past, when I was in the Date with Freedom, there was one person who seated in our table that said, got her job from a mom group, even paid for a course of Jomar. I think she was in IVS 2015 as well. Just by interacting, connecting, that's the keyword, you interact and connect. Just be the person that you are. Kasi if you're faking it, they sense it. So you just have to talk like you're not like that, you're really interested. Yeah, sincere and conversational. And then I'll go back to Isabelia, the chatbots group. Yeah, a lot. They're all restaurant owners. So because I'm doing content I did VA 101. That's another course. That's another webinar for Jomar. So I took that course with Jomar. So that's why I'm in that group, because of I want to apply what I learned. But I'm so surprised because it's all they're more into looking in how to harness the chatbots of their messengers of these restaurant owners. So yes, it's the future. Future apps. Yeah, that was the fantastic future apps. That was Jomar's. So it's really coming. So I think that would be a big thing in 2018. And it's slowly gaining. So yeah, I was just there talking, and then with with the other groups, I try to observe as well. I just be myself, and if I know and I can contribute into the topic, I do. That's why sa fashion, cosmetics, beauty, what have you, oh my gosh, I'm so active. I really converse. I really give value to the group. And I just don't say, I need a job, I'm a VA, something, no. I just converse and then it just flows out. Because from then they'll check you if you have your website or your Facebook page and they see you're really into fashion or doing something. You interact through personal messaging. So that's just what I do. You have your souvenir shop. Let's see, online souvenir. You do ads online is I don't have a background in e-commerce as well. So that's also one Facebook group that I need to join to learn. Joining to learn as well, not just to fish for, not just to have clients, but to learn as well. E-commerce is one whole area that is so big that I'm also willing to explore. But at the moment, I'm so happy just by getting clients in Facebook. I still don't have an Upwork, guys. and, and I'm trying to beef up my LinkedIn, yun lang. So yes, yeah, tama si Rudy. Just sincere and conversational talaga. So it goes back to what's your interest talaga. Because that was what Jomar said, paulit-ulit nung Date with Freedom. You really have to find your interest. Know what it is. Because if you know what it is, then it's easy to talk, engage, connect, and interact. These are the three things that Jomar told us. You really have to engage in that Facebook group. Kasi you can't just, some people would just be observed, and then suddenly, when there's a job description like that guy from Thrive Teams, would just jump in and offer their services. I think that's weird. I find it weird. Wow, ang galing ni Esa. Yes, I know.
I got a question.
Yes, Jomar.
Okay. What is the question? Okay. When you're talking to them, there is a transition point when they say, "How do you get hired?" A lot of people will be asking. So I talk to them. When is the point that you actually say, "Hey, can you hire me?" Blah blah blah. What would be an example of that? Parang hindi, not screenshot, just from what you remember. What happened that made people hire you through the conversation?
Okay. Well, what made them hire me? First, I offered it goes back to giving value and service. Because, like, mostly sa fashion groups, they always ask for posters. And I love Canva. And there are more design apps that's out there that you can use as well. So I offer to help them with the slides. And if they like it, I don't even know that they're hiring people, Jomar. That's the funny thing. It's just me helping and serving the group. I also know when yung parang abusive na, yung help na lang ng help, and then they're posting it in their groups na. I also tell them at that point na, if you really want, I'm a virtual professional. I say it straight up. I'm a virtual professional, and if you want more of the posters, this is my rate, this is my package. But initially, it comes to a point where when you're comfortable with the person, and then you send private messages already, and then I always offer to help. That's me serving the group. Or sometimes dun sa main group, it's already discussed, like what my very first client from way back 2015. It was in a fashion group, and we were discussing Canva for that day. That's why when Jomar said, there was one example Jomar gave before about solar eclipse. If that's the topic for the day, then maki-join ka sa solar whatever topic. So for that day, Canva was the topic. So I was so engaged, interacting, connecting, and that's how I connected with the very first client, YouTuber from way back 2015. And I think that's how I explain it, Jomar. Kasi it gets to a point that both you and the other person are comfortable, and then I initially offer the help, and then when they ask for more, that's when I say, hey, I'm a virtual professional. These are my rates and packages. And if you like, I mean, yeah, these are the, if you'd like, then I can help you further. If not, I'm also nice, huh? I tell them, then you use this design app, Canva. And that's it. I mean, I'll just interact and engage na lang with another person. Yeah. So, I don't know if there's sense into that. Because I know everybody's still in Upwork mode. Ako kasi during Date with Freedom, Jomar erased that notion na don't go into the crowded world of Upwork and try to go into Facebook groups and LinkedIn pa nga, sabi ni Jomar noon. Yes. Yun, you can. Actually, Esa, you can invite your whole group into the Jomar Hilario virtual community, virtual careers group. Okay naman eh. Yun. So yun, Jomar. I don't know. I'll just see if there are other questions. I think they want to hear it from me. I hope that was clear. I mean, that's how I will explain it. Because it starts from interacting, being comfortable with what you are saying inside the group. And then when both of you are comfortable talking to each other and you get the trust and confidence, you start to send private messages. And then me, on my part, I help. Yun lagi, I serve and help. And then when I feel that it's a point that, hey, these are skills that needs to be paid, I tell them right off the bat. I mean, that's me being direct and forward. I think I got that from being in cruise ships. You have to stand up and speak up. Kasi American clients or the Western world, clients would rather appreciate somebody who's upfront. Hindi sila katulad ng mga Pilipinong boss na ang daming keme-keme root. Sorry for the word. Yeah. So with Americans, you're straightforward. It's you're just being honest, and that's it. Yun yung isang natutunan ko with Date with Freedom, and Jomar opens your mindset that the clients, yung thinking natin about clients, sa Date with Freedom, everything has been answered there. Eh. For me, or any of the courses of Jomar. Kasi very detailed and very precise, concise, emphasize all of the sides. Ayun, Jomar. I think that's how I would explain it. Since Jomar's still doing silent.
Yes, I'm here. I can hear the people washing dishes behind you.
I know they're so noisy. People here think I'm crazy talking to somebody, but they don't know I'm being interviewed. Yeah, they're too noisy.
Where are you? Are you home?
Yeah, I'm at home. I came down because of the barking dogs, and now here you can hear dishes and water and.
Yeah, so they are doing what I think they were doing. Amazing. So thank you very much, Tina. Hey guys, do you have any more questions? There are some questions from Essa. Says, thank you, Essa. Essa says Facebook has been very strict the past 2 weeks. I got suspended twice already. Hey Essa, what did you do when you got suspended? I would be so interested. Okay.
Yeah, I would be interested.
Because I have one student, Donna, who got her account. And she's new. She's totally new. And apparently Facebook doesn't like it if you make a new account that's new and use ads agad. So they don't like it when the brand new Facebook page starts creating an ad. Maybe you need to wait for a few weeks. An ad. For them, it's a fraudulent activity. This is one of the reasons why we are not dependent on Facebook ads to grow anything today, because it used to be easy to do Facebook ads. Now they're so strict, so we don't really depend on them as much. But the same way, we don't depend. In 2015, I said, don't depend on Upwork, because today, if you depended on Upwork, you probably have your account banned anyway. So because that's the same thing. When these big companies start becoming really, really massive, they start becoming very, very proud, which actually leads to their downfall. So it's total weirdness, right? Like, okay, we're so big. If you want us, you have to chase us. in which case a lot of their competitors are just waiting to get to you so that you will just forget about Facebook or forget about Upwork. So that's how things are doing in the internet today. These companies are full of pride. And that's why I've never really been dependent on one thing, right? We're not dependent on Upwork. We're not dependent on Facebook. Like if Facebook decides, hey, your Facebook group is too nice, we should shut it down. So really don't care. Okay. We really don't care if that ever happens. That happened to some other Filipinos I know, and we don't really care. Okay, so that's how we see things here. We're not dependent on a single technology, a single direction, a single mindset. We're always very flexible. Folks. So, Essa said they suspended me and offered me to pay. What does that mean? Offered you to pay what, Essa? It would be very interesting to find out what that is. What did they offer you to pay? What? Okay, and Essa also said, I waited and it got lifted. Okay, it was a suspended account, but it has the suspension is temporary. Is that it? So the suspension got lifted anyway. In the case of my my client, her account I think got disabled. So even if she waits, they're not gonna do anything about it. So a little bit of that. Okay. So questions? Any more questions? Anyone? I know there's a few of you here. That doesn't prevent us from serving you. I hope you love that we're doing this for you, even though there's a few of you. Want to invite everyone, make sure you attend that Date with Freedom, a proven escape plan so you will get out of the situation you don't like. So a Date with Freedom is actually dates with freedom, multiple days. We finished our second day yesterday, Saturday, this Saturday. It was a full day. It's a full day, one whole day of brand new stuff. We tackled digital storytelling in the afternoon, and in the morning, I think we went through a 21-step how to start your virtual career. But instead of going through whatever you found in the book, because the morning session contained how to start your virtual careers, like, yeah, but that thing, you can also find that in the book, right? So let me just show you something which is kind of new, I think. And I actually created a checklist on how to start your virtual careers. 21 steps all in all. I'm going to give it away for free, by the way, for those who's interested, but not yet. Not yet. I'm still editing it. But I showed that to everyone there now in that event. And we actually went through the whole thing. Why did we do step 1? Why did we do step 2? All those kinds of questions. Because a lot of people, they say, okay, Jomar, your steps are long, the 21 career. And the big question is, why? It take so long to start a virtual career? Can't you just say, let's apply? And in today's event, you know that if you just apply, nothing's going to happen. But if you do it the way Tina did it, can you guys help yourselves? How? Type out how Tina did it. Type out in the chat room right now, how did Tina do her procedure? Like what did she do? Can you remember that? Give yourself a favor and type it out. How did Tina start? Did Tina start by applying? What? Try to remember what she did. I'm going to show you the checklist that I showed last Saturday. Let me just take a look. By the way, we're going to start doing pure English from now on. Of course, with devastating accents, but that's fun, right? Right? Devastating accents, but still Philippine accent for English. That's because internationally, there is no such thing as one perfect accent. There's a lot. So this is the first page of that thing I'm talking about, the checklist. So this is going to go out publicly for free, but you guys get to see a copy of it right now because it's fun. Okay? Hope you get. So this is the checklist. It's 21 pages long. This is the first one. Second. Hey, Jomar, too fast. Yeah, I'm showing you the checklist, but I'm not asking you to read it because it's too long. You're going to waste your time reading it in the webinar. I'm going to send it to everyone anyway. So 20, that, see that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, This one. It's 21 pages, really nicely formatted. And it actually helps you, do what are the steps to start a virtual career. When you talk about virtual career, we're talking about something that's high income. Okay, we're not talking about freelancing, low income. We're talking about virtual careers. A word we came up with that means high income. And this step is actually complete. It even has share your success, because nobody does this. Right? If you succeeded, you don't tell it to anyone, but you need to tell it to anyone. And then there is the picture of the book at the end. Now, this checklist actually works with the book. If you need more details, it's actually in the book. And there are pages here that tells you, oh, go to this page in the book, like this one. Page 107. Follow that page. But if you don't even have the book, the Virtual Careers book, you can actually use this checklist. I'm telling you, this book, this ebook, I call the digital guide. This digital guide is by itself can help you get a virtual career. However, it will not tell you how to do the Facebook group that Tina just did. Okay, so this is how you begin. Okay, and the part where Tina tells you is actually here, number 20. That's how she started. Okay, stalk your future clients. That's how she began. But of course, you do need to know some more skills. So that's why it's at number 20, because if you have 0 skills, your skills are Word, Microsoft, Excel, PowerPoint. You don't know how to brag about your skills in a nice way so people will reply to you, then you can't do the stalking because you have no idea what you're going to do. So you just follow through the entire checklist, you'll be fine. Okay? So here's me again giving away stuff that you should be buying. Okay? The book is a free version of the seminars that I do. This checklist is a summary of the book. Okay? I can actually send this to you guys right now. But please note, if you get this is not up to date. I mean, there are some links that don't work. Would you like a copy now, or would you like to wait for us to finish editing it? I am editing it. Would you like to waiting for me to finish the editing? There's a few words that I need to edit. Okay. If you want, or do we send it to you now? I can send it or edit it, whichever. Okay, whichever works for you. Please do remember. So only Tina is saying later. Only Tina is saying later. How about the rest of you? You guys want it now? Warning, the links won't work. Is that okay with you guys? Some of the links won't work. Links don't work. Links don't work. Yeah, maybe I can edit it now. Wait. Problem with there is the links don't work. So if you follow the link, it won't work because I actually changed that. I actually changed some of the links and some of the URLs don't exist anymore. So people saying they can wait. Okay, fine. Just a few links, then I can change. Actually change later this afternoon, and I can send it to everyone public. Okay, dogs. So thank you so much for being patient. Now, some ideas for you guys. This webinar, do you think this webinar is good? I mean, do you think it's useful? Then send it to other people. Let you know. This answers most of their questions. How do you get a client in Facebook? This is a very detailed webinar. Should be sold. Tina, this should be sold, right? People should pay for this webinar, but you get this for free. Here's what you should do. Everybody type the word serve. You're here in the webinar, right? Share the webinar link to others. Now you have a link, right? Going to the webinar. And the shortcut is actually virtualcareersbook.com/webinar. Virtualcareersbook.com. Webinar, it's very easy to remember. Share that. Tell people, hey, I got this. I really love this webinar. Share this link to people. So in your Facebook page, you tag your friends so that they can watch tonight's version. And when they watch tonight's version and they want to see this one, we will send them the replay, right? Please note the replays will be found in datewithfreedom.com. So if you don't, Jomar, I want to see the replays, go to datewithfreedom.com and you can get the replays there. Obviously, you won't be there immediately. Give us a few moments or hours to put the replay there, or a few days, but you will get the replay there. It's free. We're gonna put it in datewithfreedom.com. Is that fine? Okay. So why are we saying you to do that? Oh, because we're not inviting you to the Date with Freedom. You guys already are, you guys are already going, right? People here, you're already going to the Date with Freedom, right? Then please allow other people to go. Allow people to say yes or no to the invitation to the Date with Freedom. Okay? Recording of the pre-event is going to go up in a few days, probably tomorrow. Okay? So anybody who wants to go on October 14, they will be able to watch the initial version. We have an initial version of the recording. There are two versions. One is with the live video crew, and another one is the slideshow presentation with a voiceover. So we're going to get that this week, and you're going to get the professionally shot version sometime next week, probably before October 14. Maybe not, but at least you already have the slideshow version. And let me tell you, on the Date with Freedom, I don't get to talk. I'm your host. In the Date with Freedom, you will have tons of guests, like Tina, who will share to you their experience, right? And that, I think it's more about, what do you think? Is it valuable to learn from 20 plus virtual professionals? What do you think? Is that valuable? So let me show you the picture of some of the people sharing. So first off, we will be oriented by a Filipino virtual professional client. Dr. Sixto Carlos is a veterinary doctor, and he doesn't work online. Yeah, he doesn't. But he hires virtual professionals. And he's one of the rare kind of people who actually hires Filipino virtual assistants. And he happens to be Filipino as well. Now, I'm saying rare because usually virtual professional clients are not Filipino. But we are fortunate to have him around to share his experience of how he first tried his employees. He had his employees trained under me, to work on his social media. And then he tried the second track, which is have actually hire virtual assistants. Instead of his employees, instead of Sixto's employees be hired as virtual assistants, he simply hired virtual assistants, period, instead of doing some guesswork. Okay? Now he hires virtual professionals, so you can be hired on the spot if he likes you. Now the second guest is Annalyn Roque, who actually is a Filipino virtual professional manager. And guess what? She hires virtual assistants as well. So another person who can actually hire you on the spot if you kind of hit it up with that person. So she is the founder of the Virtual Pros. She handles tons of real estate clients in the United States. So that's the first two. Guest is Rowan Remis Iral. He is a data scientist, but he has a very, very specific experience. And that is, Rowan is going to tell you why you should get hired by a foreign client instead of a Filipino client. Or maybe both. We'll find out, because his experience has been very unique. He's probably one of the few, probably the only Filipino who got hired by local/foreign clients. Foreign clients with local presences in the Philippines. So he also has one of the most technical of all online jobs, which is data scientist/analysts. Okay, so this guy is super techie. Okay, super techie, and he's going to share you his experience on the pros and cons of getting hired by local companies who has actually foreign presence. On the right is Ewan Natividad. She's going to show you the numbers again. So Rowan tell you the experience. Ewan is going to show you the numbers. How high should you charge? Why should you charge this amount minimum? She's going to show you the computations on why a person cannot agree to a lower rate. She's gonna show you her personal numbers, and you're gonna be blown away by how open she is in showing you her actual numbers. So that's Johanna Natividad. And the next one is Lisa de la Cruz. Lisa is very, very, very special. She's going to show you, is there anything as a job security in virtual careers? Story is very, very nice because she's got a ton of experience with clients. She's going to tell you how the clients feel. She's going to show you a video of her client talking about her. She's going to show you what her clients did for her. Really, just the relationship part will be Lisa's forte. Okay, Marvin Reseno is very new. He does Instagram marketing. He's from China. He's going to tell you his story and how he started working online. Roel Austria is a guy who loves automation. He actually does speaking today for Facebook ads and automation here locally in the Philippines. He's going to talk about that with you guys. Other guest is Edeline D, Rachel Buza, and Nida de los Reyes, who's actually becoming a leader, is now has a client primarily because she has some experience in. Wow, and those are just a few of the speakers. You might say they're famous. That's the point. You can find a famous speaker, but these speakers are gonna speak from their experience, and I'm also gonna train them. Actually, I'm already training them, so it's gonna be nice and exciting. And there's no problem with them presenting on stage. I'm complete confidence that they're gonna blow away any of your expectations. Plus, of course, if you're looking for more people, these people will be sitting with you on the table. Ann Peña Redondo, Nina Mendoza, Noemi Mora, Nolan Velasco, Jem Songalia, William Marco Locanias, Anneli Quinto, Tasha Rivera, Hart Tamayo. Lots of people who are already my students working online. You're up to $100 an hour online, and they're going to be sitting beside you with the job. Everybody, can you type the word? Their job is to talk. These are not speakers. Well, some of them are already speakers in the Date with Freedom. Their job is to sit with you every table. They're going to move from table to table and talk to you. And wouldn't you like to have that experience, right? So this is the real summit, a real deal, where you're not gonna just simply listen, but you're also going to talk. Sit on every table, pick their brains. After an hour, they move to another table. They're replaced by somebody else in this lineup who's gonna talk to you. Then after 1 hour, they go to another table, and that's other people. After 1 hour, these guys go to another table, and another set of people will be talking to you. Do you understand that? The speakers are going to go down and talk to you. These virtual professional guests are going to go down. They're going to be there in the audience talking to you. And they're there from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That's Date with Freedom. And that is why we love to invite everyone. So if you're already going, please do not be satisfied with just you going. Invite other people to go as well, especially your relatives, because they don't believe you, but they're going to believe these people, because that's how we work. We actually trust people we don't know. I don't know why. So if you're having a hard time with your relatives and loved ones about virtual careers, bring them over. We have a pair discount, okay? And if you got that special voucher that we gave you, that you can bring people for 3,000 pesos, use it and bring them, okay? And you won't regret it, because you don't need to convince your family anymore. Just let us do the convincing, okay? Please note that one of the biggest factors of success in any big thing like this one is if you have support of your family. And the family support will only be present if strangers like us do the hard work of convincing them. Come on, there's way too many people on this lineup, okay? And some of these people you have to pay to talk to them. I mean, they're just going to be there, no? And talk to you. Because I asked them to. Okay? Because they studied under me. Before before they were, well-established experts right now, they were just like you, sitting in the seminar room, right? And now, plus David Freedom, there's a lot of more bonuses. I'm going to give you away 4 of my digital guides, okay? And you will actually see the release of 4 mini books. I created 4 mini books for this event, and you're going to see the release of that during the Date with Freedom. What's a mini book? That's a physical book. Okay, so I'll show you some of those books right now. You're going to see a physical version in the Date with Freedom. Wait a minute. These are 2 of the mini books. I can't find the rest, but see it? Can you see these are physical? You're going to be getting, you'll have these physical books. There's hiding here somewhere. I don't know, sorry. More. And as much as I can, I'll be creating and printing all these physical mini books. These are short, they're really short books, but they are very essential in convincing people work from home. Okay? And help, like the virtual assistant blog. How do you, the perfect virtual assistant blog? Or what would be the questions you should ask in the intro that will make you look awesome? So these are some of the books that are being released physically in the event. Here's another one called Escaping the Negative Things, Our Mindset regarding this. This is something you can give away to your family because they're so negative about virtual careers. And you don't have to give it to them. You just have to leave it lying around on the table somewhere. Get it, and they're gonna open it. You know why? It's short. They're gonna read it. They read it, and they're not gonna tell you, so virtual careers. And these physical books is gonna make their physical debut at the virtual careers event. Now, one more. I can find it if I can show you, but I can't find it later. I'll show it tonight. Okay. A lot more bonuses. There are 4 brand new digital guides on top of this. Okay, these things will be in Amazon. Physical bookstore, because they're really, really short. I could put it in bookstores. I'll figure it out, but mostly Amazon first, primarily because we're in it. So putting this in Amazon probably, whichever one. So physical books from everybody who goes to the Date with Freedom, and I can't remember the deadline. Guys, what's the deadline? I mentioned the deadline a while ago. I have 4 physical books. Today's the deadline, right? Today's the deadline. Deadline for the physical book is today. Am I right? Or is it tomorrow? I think it's tomorrow. I think you have up to tomorrow. Go to datewithfreedom.com, sign up so you can get access to that. Okay, docs? The 4 digital books. I can't find. Anyway, the digital books are here. Let me show you. Oh, there it is. So here is the physical books. Let me just show you to you. Okay. So these are the pricing for Date with Freedom. We'll change the pricing tonight. Okay. Sign up as fast as you can. $75 for regular seat. There's no recording. Then with recording. Okay, and $400 or $19,575 for front row, plus you get 1 month free, 3 months free for our client attraction course. There's also a pair discount. One person is around $6,400 because of the pair discount. So make sure you'll get that. Or you're just one person, you want the install gives. Okay, you're just downloading. Okay, you still want to learn, just get the download. Back, go ahead. So this is the picture of the previous event, and I want to show you the bonuses. Where's the bonuses? Well, there it is. You have 1 day. Tomorrow's the deadline. Okay, and new bonuses on or before October 3. You get client magnets, impressive website, attract, making clients say I do. These will be available to you guys. Make sure you join, or your friends. Make sure they join tomorrow. on or before tomorrow. That's the deadline for this one. Okay, digital guides. So these are ebooks. It's an ebook, but we call it a digital guide. These are actually long books I showed you. Okay, these are really long, tons of pictures. Okay, so I hope you enjoy all those bonuses. When I say bonuses, these are well-written stuff. These are actually courses I made in that sold for about 900 each. Each one is 900 each. So ebooks we assembled. No, these are courses that I've actually updated for 2017. So if you bonuses you're getting, there are a lot more bonuses actually. Just too tired already. So go join us tonight at 9 p.m. for the next webinar. I hope you stay with us, and please do invite your friends. How do you invite your friends? Take a screenshot and tag them. Okay, tag them. Okay, once you tag them, then we can get started. Okay, so see you tonight. For those still thinking, can I just download? If you download, can you get the digital? Yeah, you can get the digital something. The download link is up here in datewithfreedom.com. Let me just look for the word download there, and there. Click load. Is same price. Let me just check the price. $1,560 by bank. So just get this download link. I'm gonna give you the link here, and you can also get the digital guides. Okay, folks. So does the download work? Are you kidding? Yes, it does. It does. It does. I'm probably the only person on the internet, maybe, who gives you multiple versions of the videos that we shoot. So there's a slideshow version, there's an audio version, and there's a professionally shot video version. That's for Date with Freedom. That's what's gonna happen. Okay. Again, because I did that with the previous Date with Freedom also. There's 3 versions of the video. So you can see us live, moving, and then you can also see just the slide. So if you want to focus on the message itself, you can also focus on the audio itself. So you just want to hear us do that. More and more, we're going to do this in English. More and more, just allow us to modify or to adjust to it first. But yeah, you're going to be hearing Filipino sometimes, but most of the time we will be doing this in English. All the slides will be in English. So even if I'm saying something in Tagalog, Filipino, you will still understand the point. So thank you so much. Do join us, datewithfreedom.com. Join us tonight for the free webinar and tomorrow as well. Don't have the time for tomorrow, but we're going to do another webinar tomorrow. God bless everyone. See you tonight, 9 p.m. Do make it a point to tag friends. Tag soft friends. People who you don't know so much, but tell them, hey, maybe you're interested. Just a favor. Ask 3 people. Tag 3 people. Go to your Facebook. Let me just do that for you. And write something like this. Wow. I'm going to show you what to do. She how to find clients in Facebook groups. Wow. And just do this. There. Excuse me. There. Of course, when they go there tonight, topic, right? We're just gonna, if you're expecting how to find clients in the Facebook group, it's here in the replay, okay? Or you can do it this way. Don't use the virtualcareersbook.com/webinar. You can use like this one, datewithfreedom.com. But if they do the Date with Freedom, it's already has the replay, but it's much better to just tell them to join tonight's webinar. So for the Date with Freedom webinar, to join the next show, 9 p.m. tonight, or check out the replay of how do you do it. How to find freelancing. freelancing clients. I'm going to use the word freelancing because that's what they know. Virtual assistant Facebook. The replay will be posted with. So this is how you do it, and then don't just post this. Tag 3 friends. Close. I'm giving you the actual psychological way that works. So you put in people you're not really or close with, but they're not interested. Just tag them. Just tag 3 human beings. Just type a letter and look for somebody you don't really know, not so much. Look for somebody I don't really know much, not so much, but Winnie. There, K, S, type S, Mary Grace. I tag people, you know, so they are aware of the show. Maybe 5 people because I love to do that. You know? So some of these people are acquaintances, some are people I'm close with. Do it now. Don't tag people you see every day. Don't do that. Don't do that. They all are your friends because they probably already know. You reach out to people that they're not, because those are the kinds of people who will actually be interested if they're not very, very close to you. There, tag race. Check it out. So what I'm doing, anyways. So there, and I can change this. And sana I can edit this, I can edit that. So I need to edit this later. Okay. So click posts, and there you are. And there, I'm at it. If you're an affiliate marketer, then don't make sure you put in your affiliate link to the webinar or to the Virtual Careers Academy. For the Virtual Careers Academy link to go to the webinar. How do you do that? I'll show you right now if you're interested. So you Virtual Careers lessons. These are the Monday webinars. There they can find the replay, right? So get the link to this place, right? Get the link to this one, to the show, and then take this link and make them go there. Okay, so same. You convert it into an affiliate link. Now this one is a summary of all the webinars we've done in the recent past, and this is Q&A with me. This is for moms. This is for overseas Filipino workers. This is for government employees, beepers, private employees, accountants, and README. So these are webinars that they can actually go and attend right now, and replays actually. So these are lessons. You can make them go here because here we're gonna be, we're gonna show also. The replay is gonna be in Date with Freedom. It's also gonna be here. So if you're an affiliate marketer, make sure they go here first. Okay, dokes? Hope that was very clear. Affiliate marketers, of course, already know that if I take this link, you have to convert it to your own link, and then you put it in Facebook here. So the same text here. So I'm gonna paste that there, okay, and then use these same words here. And make sure I have the same words, okay, and put it there. So yeah, there. So I don't. There, something like that. Then you tag people. Okay, you tag people, something like that. And this post. That's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Hope you're happy. God bless everyone. See ya.